Assalamu alaikum. My name is Ahtisham. My enrollment number is 036 and my serial number is 24. Okay, so my topic is conjugate of a matrix. The conjugate of a matrix is denoted by a bar. In this matrix, we simply have to change the signs of iota. If it is a positive iota, it will be changes into negative iota, and if it is a negative iota, it will be changes into positive iota. Let's take a look at the example. We have a matrix A with its values are 3 plus 2i, 6 plus i, 4, 4 minus i, 7 plus 2i, and at the last 3 minus 4i. Now we have to take the conjugate of A, which is 3 minus 2i, because we have to change the signs of iota. It is 3 plus 2i. The sign of iota is positive, so it will be changes into negative, so it will become 3 minus 2i. 6 plus I, the iota is positive, we will change into negative iota, so it will become 6 minus iota. 4, it doesn't have any iota, so it will remain same. 4 minus I, so it will become 4 plus I. 7 plus 2i will become 7 minus 2i, and 3 minus 4i will become 3 plus 4i, because the sign of iota is negative, so it will become positive iota in the conjugate. So look at the properties of conjugate of a matrix. If we take the conjugate of A, if we take the conjugate of a conjugate, so it will become A. If we take the conjugate of a sum term, which is A plus B conjugate, will be equal to A conjugate and then B conjugate, and we will add them. We firstly have to take the conjugate of A and B individually, and then we will add them both. So in the third, if we have to take the conjugate of a K is basically a complex number, so and these are multiplying, so we have to take the conjugate of K individually, and then we will take the conjugate of A, and then we will multiply them both. Same as if we take the if we have to multiply A, B and take the conjugate of them, so firstly we have to take the conjugate of A, then we will take the conjugate of B and individually, and then we will multiply them. And in the last, if the A bar, which is A conjugate, is equal to the negative A, so it must be the matrix contain only imaginary numbers. There is a subtopic of conjugate of a matrix, which is transpose conjugate, which is denoted by A theta. Its formula is A theta is equal to A conjugate and then transpose. The example is similar. The A matrix is similar. We firstly have to take the conjugate of it, and then we take the transpose of that conjugate. The transpose is that we change the rows of A conjugate matrix into the columns of this matrix. So the first row will become first column, then the second row will become second column, and this will be equal to A conjugate transpose, which is equal to A theta, okay, which is transpose conjugate. Look at the properties of transpose conjugate, which are, the first property is A theta, and then taking the theta of A theta will be equal to A. And the second property is, if we are taking the theta of A plus B, so we firstly have to take the theta of A, and then we will take the theta of B, and then we will add them both. And in the last, if we have to take the theta of A, B, which are being multiplied, so we will take the theta of A and B individually, and then we will multiply in that mechanism that B theta will be the first matrix, and A theta will be the second matrix, which is the last matrix. Thank you so much. Hope you will understand. Allah Hafiz.